The Pelosi strikes again. Usually people who get a "the" prefix are worthy of accolades. I use that in a condescending manner because Pelosi is just a master of misinformation, just an awful person contributing to the downfall of this country every day by promoting garbage, misinformation, disinformation, and not looking to help us get through this crisis at all. So now, showing you how the left is already preparing for basically round 3 of attacks on President Trump. They're already prepping. They're not looking at solving this crisis. Don't take my word for it. I'm going to play video of Pelosi herself telling you what's coming next. You don't have to take my word for it. Just take her word for it. Remember the narrative when this first started. The narrative by the hapless, infantile, outrageously Nancy Pelosi. Here's what the Pelosi tweeted a couple months ago about Donald Trump, claiming he was, the narrative then, Joe, he was overreacting to the Wuhan virus from China. He was overreacting. Yes. These are her tweets, ladies and gentlemen, not mine. Mm-hmm. Here's the Pelosi on January 31st of 2020. The Trump administration's expansion of its un-American travel ban is a threat to our security values and the rule of law. Barring more than 350 million people from predominantly African countries from traveling to the U.S., this rule is discrimination disguised as policy. In the coming weeks, the House, here's get a load of show. They were going to vote on this. In the coming weeks, the House will bring the No Ban Act, Joe. No ban, no ban. They have to put these fancy titles on to the floor to prohibit religious discrimination. Just got to throw identity politics in there in our immigration system and limit the president's ability to impose such bans. There's the Pelosi for you, folks. January 31st, about a month ago.
Yeah.
2 months ago. A little over. There's the Pelosi telling you, President Trump was overreacting to all this stuff. Matter of fact, she has to throw in the whole racism card because that's what she does. Here's the Pelosi on CNN now claiming the president underreacted while saying he overreacted, forgetting. Not forgetting. Here's the thing, folks. She knows liberals are sometimes really stupid. Many of them, not all of them, but some of them are really dumb. And she knows they'll pretend, they'll retcon. They'll make pretend that story never happened, like the Michael Myers movies when they keep rewriting the backstory. She's pretending that none of her tweets ever existed. Here's Pelosi on with CNN now claiming President Trump ignored the intelligence when he instituted a lot of these travel bans she claimed were racist, and that they were the ones who were really on top of it. But I want you to pay particular attention because she shows the two-prong attack coming. Number one, they're going to claim he ignored the intel and he underreacted, retconning their story that he overreacted in the past. Second, they're going to go for the equipment line. Listen to Pelosi, and we get back. I'm going to debunk this nonsense because this is what's coming next. Check this out.
Well, first of all, let me just say how sad it is that even since the president's signing of the bill, the number of deaths reported has doubled from 1,000 to 2,000 in our country. This is such a very, very sad time for us. So we should be taking every precaution. What the president, his denial at the beginning was deadly. His delaying of getting equipment to where it continues, his delay in getting equipment to where it's needed is deadly. And now I think the best thing would be to do is to prevent more loss of life rather than open things up so that, because we just don't know. We have to have testing. That's what we said from the start before we can evaluate what the nature of it is in some of these other regions as well. I don't know what the purpose of that is. I don't know what the scientists are saying to him. I don't know what the scientists said to him. When did the president know about this? And what did he know? What did he know and when did he know it? That's for an after-action review. But as the president fiddles, people are dying. And we just have to take every precaution.
What did the president know and when did he know it? This is amazing. This is truly astonishing how Nancy Pelosi is rewriting history now on CNN. rewriting history. This same awful, lying political hack who tweeted on January 31st. I'm losing track of dates. I'm going to be honest with you, folks. Okay, it's March 3rd. I'm seriously losing track of dates. I'm not even kidding. I've been home for so long. I'm like I'm ready to go Red Rum style in The Shining. I'm losing my mind. We've been in our house for so long. Nancy Pelosi is rewriting history. This is the same person when Trump, responding to intelligence that the Wuhan virus was coming here, instituted a travel ban from that place and others. This is the same Pelosi who called it racist, who is now claiming in her two-prong attack, they're getting ready. Listen to me. Mark it, please. March 30th, 10:29 Eastern time. Mark this date. Mark this time. They are preparing right now for another investigation into Trump, and her attack is going to be twofold. Nancy Pelosi isn't smart enough to keep it under her, keep the Pandora's box kind of closed. So she says, number one is going to be denial. And number two is going to be delay, because they love focus group tests and talking points, Joe. And you remember the talking point under Russia was what? Collusion. The talking point for the Ukraine hoax was what? Quid pro quo. The talking point now, when they start these investigations, is going to be the denial of the evidence and the delay in the equipment.
You just heard the Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud, and follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.